programs like NADS, Operational Wealth Creation, PDM, Emyoga, etc., have already shown that they can liberate people from poverty. You can see it. You can see it. Eh? There's a man from Kamwenge. If you can show me that Kamwenge man, you people, my group, the man in Kamwenge, the man of coffee. The man of coffee. Is that the one? That's another one. The one of Kamwenge was. What has happened? Sabotage? That one was interesting because he used the NADS and get him, when you get him, put him,
Amazina ni akole na Kodirias, a retired teacher.
That's the one.
Indi Kahunje, Town Council, Rwenkuba Ward, Yamgunira Ser. Ejifamu ya Kolina and Family Enterprises, Elia ha acres makumi atano. Hanu maziroho emyaka mingi iri kuyenga makumi ashatu. Kuko mugenzi myaka makumi ashatu emyaka yo kubanza mingi nkanje umuhinji w'ibicori. Nkandi ntinya kimwe bicori bingi munonga. Konga kuna kutandika no His Excellency ya ari na PMA, Plan for Modernization of Agriculture. Nibona atandika kukunda ideas ize. Then of recent kwa jero mu 4-acre model. Then nibona evidently tinka guma mu bicori. Aboko mu bicori nkampinga acres and acres. Mu hamuherwa byona ishanga nyire mu katani kayishatu ukuziguza ishanga nyine mu ka millionaire.
The important thing is that this man moved into coffee and all those things. When we were with the NADS, PMA, there was something we were calling PMA, Plan for Modernization of Agriculture, which was like NADS. Then he started growing coffee. So what I'm saying here, the government, through the budgets, is the one that can help the people to solve their problems. Programs like NADS, Operational Wealth Creation, PDM, Emyoga, etc., have already shown that they can liberate people from poverty. The current coffee boom was on account of the government scientists who developed the improved clonal coffee, different from the old variety that the people in Ushenyi had abandoned for the dairy industry. Now, I had some people saying that they are the ones who developed coffee, and so I had some people claiming that. I didn't want to quarrel with them before telling them, but coffee and all these enterprises, that is the grandson of Kenya. Zahari Uganda abantu is half Uganda, half Munyankole. Bagambira Kenya kuyagire mbara. Tell them in English.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President. My name is Sirwaji Habib, a grandson of Kenya, a very close friend to His Excellency, the President. I am privileged, Your Excellency, that my grandparents migrated and found themselves in Mbarara. So for us, we are actually very more fluent in Runyankore more than Luganda, although I'm called Seruwaji Habib. I thank Your Excellency for giving me an opportunity.
Mbarara.
Wafe Mbarara Katete.
Bajaja wagenda yodi.
Bajaja bagenda 1970 era bakwata ettaka ddene nnyo.
Nsanvu.
1970.
No. This was in the 1950s.
Yes, antikati, Your Excellency, fetwabasanga, I mean, batuzaalanga gye tuli. Ne bali balina ettaka ddene nnyo.
No, you go and find out from your parents if they're...
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Okay, again.
Thank you very much.
This was in the 50s. Your man is number 70. So, some people are saying that claiming coffee, this one, you remember there was a group called, the one we abolished, what was it called? The one we rationalized. UCDA. UCDA. They were saying, oh, we are the ones who developed coffee. So, coffee was saved by NRM, working with the scientists. When we developed improved the Chrono coffee, which was yielding much more than the other coffee of the 1960s, 50s. To prove that, we had very, very important coffee growers in Bushenyi, people like Mukaira, like Chikuri, like others who were growing, Kekuruto, they were growing coffee. But because the coffee price collapsed in the 60s, I think, they abandoned and went to cows. Up to now, they are big dairy farmers. They had abandoned coffee. We are the ones who rescued coffee. So it is the government. The current coffee boom was on account of the government scientists who developed the improved Chrono coffee, different from the old variety that people in Bushenyi had abandoned for the dairy industry. The dairy industry in the cattle corridor, you can see it for yourself, what it is doing there. If you can show us people like Kabera, the one of Gomba. Can you show us Kabera of Gomba?
Kuva wano ku Gomba Next Generation Farm Institute era nga ye Gomba Next Generation Model Farm. Nze farm manager farm eno yatandikibwa omwami Kalera Philip era nga yawangula empaka z'omulimi asinga 220 eziteekebwa Vision Group mu ggwanga lyonna. Farm eno yatandika omwaka gwa 2003 era nga ekigendererwa kyali kyakulaba tutya tuyinza okufuna mu byobulimi n'obulunzi. Twatandika nga tulunda ente ezaffe ennansi oba ze tuyita Enyankole paka mu mwaka gwa 2018 bwe twalaba nti ettaka lye twalina obunene bwalyo eka 405 amagoba be twajjangamu otunulidde vali y'ettaka nga tegenkanankana na capital oyo ali mu ttaka. Twalaba nti bizinesi tekola ne tukyusa ne tudda mu okulima okw'ekibalo mu 2019 ne tutandika olunda ente ez'amata ez'omubiyumba, enkoko, kulima amatooke, emmwanyi, kulunda embizzi n'okuteekawo ettendekero lisomesa abasawo b'ebisolo n'abalimisi. Twatandika ettendekero lino erya Gomba Next Generation Farm Institute okutendeka abavubuka. Twakizuula nti abavubuka bangi baagala nnyo okwenyigira mu byobulimi n'obulunzi naye nga babulamu obukugu obuli practical twandiyise hand zone nti twakizuula nti abavubuka bangi bafuluma mu matendekero ag'ebyobulimi n'obulunzi naye nga balina theory mungi naye ng'okukwatako okukola faama kikyayagala oba yekenyi kyayagala okwekolera nga tebakimanyi ekitufuula ab'enjawulo nti abaana baffe tubayigiriza nga bakolera ddala ekyo okugeza nti okuwa ssente okuzijjanjaba kuba faamu eriko ente 5 tegeeza ente ezo zibamala okusomerako enkoko nazo weziri nyingi zisukka mu 2 embizzi emmwanyi eka 5 nti omwana ono byonna abikolera ddala tuli mu nkoko ez'amagi ze bayita layers fenno wano tulina enkoko ezisoka mu 2 mu kudda waggulu naye kansomese omuntu wange addala nfubuka munnange oyo gwe baalyako ssente z'empitirivu nti yali asobola olunda enkoko ez'amagi 1,000 nti okuzimba ekiyumba eky'enkoko ez'amagi 1,000 weetaaga wakati w'obukadde 3 ku 5 okusinziira ki ky'oyagala kati nga wano ewange nkozesa ssente entonotono ze twakozesa kati enkoko obukoko obuto okulya eddagala drinka mweziriira ne mwezinywera okutuuka ku levo wezibiikira emyezi 4 n'ekitundu ku myezi 5 weetaaga miliyoni 18 ku miliyoni 2 lwaki nti olumu emmere ebeerako ng'eguddemukko olumu ng'eyambuseemukko sobola mbala nti miliyoni 18 ku 2 wezituuka ku levo eyo nga zitandise oviika kiba kitegeeza zisobola okwebeezaawo ate naawe ne zikubeezaawo kakati mu mbeera eyo nga zitandise okubiika tubala lunaku zirya kyenkana ki enkoko 1,000 zirya buli nkoko erya grams 12 kitegeeza enkoko 1,000 zirya kilo 12 bw'ogenda obalaabalamu.
He will take long, but that is now, you hear how he started this modern farming in 2019, and he's earning quite a lot of money. So the coffee, the dairy industry, the poultry, the Karangara palm oil project, these are projects pushed by the government that have transformed people's lives, not petty money from MPs for fundraising or bribes. So this is suicide for nothing. The voters need to know that these practices of bribes and fundraising are overthrowing the voters' power. The voters, you are overthrowing your own power by electing people because they have given you money. Because then you are power to elect leaders that will work with the central government to solve the problems of the voters, such as infrastructure, supervised wealth funds that are being stolen by the parish chiefs, etc. Do not accept petty money from politicians and throw away your power to elect a leader that can kwemerera. Kwemerera is the Runyankore word to supervise the money sent to you through the parish or to fight corruption in your area. Once we solve the problem of political corruption that has paralyzed the populist politicians, it will be easy to fight the corruption of the public servants. Why? It is because we have a reliable source for Okurega. Okurega is whistleblowing. These are the people, the victims of the corruption. The people who are the people who are deprived of these services, the population are the victims of the corruption. In the 1960s, we would go to the people. They had all the information. The big changes that are happening in Uganda are by the following actors. The National Resistance Army, UPDF, that liberated the country and has been ensuring peace ever since. The wealth creators in the 4 sectors of agriculture, manufacturing, services, and ICT. the government scientists that make innovations, and the responsible members of the political class that have been supporting the NRM programs. It is therefore not fair for some actors to spoil these successes. Some people say that they give bribes because Museveni is always giving the khaki envelope to members of the population. Mureke kutaha amaizi n'ebyondo. Do not draw water mixed with mud. Do not mix up issues. The brown envelopes I give are part of the ancient tradition here. It is called okorongora. It is the king who does that to the singers or wrestlers, etc. President is the modern king. You are not kings. You are not kings. I have a budget for that. I do not sell my cows to get money kurongora singers. Murekerao umwenkano nkano. This is the Ugandan word. It summarizes the whole thing. Murekerao umwenkano nkano. Stop trying to be like the one who is bigger than you. Don't be, you tell those people that Museveni gives the envelope because he has got a budget. He's president. I'm not president. Why do you want? Fundraising was and is premature. The head of the fundraising is Oksonda. Fundraising is, our word is Oksonda, whereby you make small equal contributions but by many contributors. In the 1950s, Mzee Kaguta sometimes would participate in Oksondera to contribute for Enjoga. Enjoga, a pot full of ruagwa, of banana alcohol. At that time, Enjoga, a pot full was 5 shillings. 5 people would contribute 1 shilling each. That's the Kusonda, that is the fundraising. You contribute equal, small amounts that you can afford. But with what's happening now, with the rampant fundraising, the MP carries the whole burden. The MP carries the whole burden. It is really extortion. But it was instigated by the MPs who created the impression that they had the type of money when they did not have. Even the church leaders and other elders should ask those young mistake makers the following question. Naye mwana wange, esente zino zonna ozijjawa? That's what I would ask my people if I saw young people throwing around money. That is what a responsible parent should ask Omwana, son or daughter, or a muzukuru, grandchild, if he or she sees him or her throwing around money. The translation of that question is, my child, from where are you getting all this money that you are throwing around? The responsible parents should not accept stolen gifts from their children or mawanja from their children. So I thought this is what I wanted to comment on the issue of the political corruption and the other corruption. Now, I'm getting information about Obtarondora not checking on government work. I keep hearing, for instance, of bad feeder roads. that feeder roads in some of the areas are not good. Yesterday I was in Kakumiro. The feeder road I rode on was good. It looked good. When I was going to Kagadi, it was a short one, but it was good. The other time I was in Obongi, and the feeder roads there were very good, which we rode on. The other time I was in the Bugwere area of Dhaka, Parisa, from the cassava factory. I think we were going to Kamonkori. The feeder roads looked good, but when I drove from Busunju to Mitiana, the road was very bad, the Maram road there. And also the other road to the Tarmac road, but that one they are working on it, Tarmac road. So, and when we were in Bunyangabu, this issue came up. The question is, what are the districts doing with the 1.3 billion shillings you are sending to them? What is happening? I'm now going to send my spies quietly to check on some of these roads. And once I find the road is not worked on, and yet the government people are there, the cow is there, is quiet, the diesel is there, the GSOs are there, I will go for them. They will have to answer. If the 1.3 billion is not enough, tell us, because the feeder roads are very crucial. If you say it's not enough. Now, I found that in the case of Bunyangabu, they were mixing up issues. The 1.3 billion is to maintain the roads which are already done, which are already made. But they were saying, oh, they want to make bridges across swamps. No, you can't do that with the 1.3 billion. That's new money. That's a new project. Maintain the present roads the way they are, so that you have the maram there, you have the gravel, they are compacted, drainage. This is a must. I will check, and if I find there will be casualties on the local government people there, even the RDC. Why should this be the case when all these people are there? But now for the voters, that's why you need to vote people who care, not the ones you give money to, the ones who have given you money. Now on the issue of the implementation, we'll have to, so much money has been already availed for so many roads. I have a whole list here. Masaka Mutukula, the money is there. The money for Rusari, Lakasambi, Nkonge, Rumegere. Roads like Moyo, Afoji, Katuna, Muko, Kamganguzi, Kumi, Ngora, Serere, Kagwara, Kampala, Maraba, Meter Gauge, Chitugum, Chidepo, Greater Kampala Metropolitan Roads, So the MPs should follow up this money which is already provided, because I have got a long list here of the money already provided, some of it from loans. Even for education, for health, all this money is here. Now, finally, you get misinformation. For instance, the other day I was in Viantonde, and some of the veterans of the NRA, of the Ruero veterans, were talking about some issues. And when I checked, we have already provided 218 billion shillings or something like that for the Casimo. And the Casimo was supposed to be 5 million for leaders each, and 1 million for supporters. Now, this money, 218 billion, has already, it's too much money. So what happened? Who took this money? And yet I heard some of them were complaining. You are going to dig up the whole thing. Then you get the cattle compensation. Teso, Lango, Achori. We have already spent 200 billion shillings on that. Who got this money? And we have now budgeted for another 80 billion. You had it being read here. So you, the leaders, follow up this money. Of course, I will also follow up now that I'm involved. Then you get things like the stadiums. Quite a bit of money has been sent to some of these stadiums. So the National Council of Sports needs to explain to us. I hear some money has gone for stadiums like Kacheka, like a number of them. To do that, to do this, some work. Others are going to be done massively, like Akibo and so on. So the Council of Sports should also explain, come and brief Mom about all this money. Now, finally, I saw some issue about the digital number plates of vehicles. About fines. That people are being fined for, I don't know for what. But the issue about the number plates is not fines. It is anti-crime. I want my people to put on the TV a picture I saw in today's paper. Put that picture, if you have it. Today, you see that young man? 45 years, was killed on 10th of June, a few days ago. This one here, Geoffrey Wayengara. It was in today's paper. I cannot accept our Ugandans dying because of an incomplete infrastructure. You remember when I addressed you in Parliament, I think it was 2018, I told you about the cameras. You were here with your policemen, just there, and Amravier. That was all they were doing. And Amravier, The one who's going to kill people doesn't call witnesses to see him. So I said, please, let's go technical. Let's have cameras. Now the cameras have helped us to handle a number of things. But the problem they have is that the number plates, these ones which are just, they are cooked. They just go and pick something and put it there. These are digitized number plates with a central command post. You touch it, the command post alarm goes off. This is the work of the digital number plates, not collecting fines and so on. I think the confusion about fines could be because we didn't have money, and we told these people to do the number plates, maybe recover the money from those who make mistakes, fines. I don't know, I think that's where the confusion started. But the issue is about the number plate is digitized. Every vehicle must have a digital number plate, traceable by the central machinery, central command, to know which pikis were in this area at this time, which cars were in this area. Because these number plates which are put on and put off, these are meaningless. This is the whole thing about the digital number plates. It's not about money, fines, what, no. It's about security. That boy now, such a young person killed, they're acting with impunity. This is what I cannot accept. Look at this one. Was killed here in Mkono, I think. Yes, killed. And then we must now go, the cameras, sometimes the cameras also, they cover their faces. It's not easy to know. The number plates are forged. No. This is the purpose of the digital number plate. It's about security, not money, fines, what? Rubbish. Apoyo Matek, Rubangatiye.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the successful delivery of the budget and fulfilling your constitutional obligation. We reiterate our commitment as legislature to apply its mandate to the realization of the progressive intentions for the country and its citizens. Honorable members and all the invited guests, you have been invited for a cocktail.
I didn't know I had a standing ovation, so I must bow.
You've been invited for a cocktail at Serena by Minister of Finance. Finance, thank you.
Now, on the issue of the Federation, I brought that picture there. I want to give one to the Speaker. Take it to her. I want to give another one to the leader of government, the Vice President, if she's here as head of the government. Is she here? Give one to the Vice President. Give another one to the Chief Whip of the NRM. Give another one to the leader of the opposition. Have you heard of that person? Leader of the opposition. So that they can start talking about serious politics, not rubbish. Leader of opposition, where is he? Come and they give it to you. Come. That one there. Uh-huh. Then who is the other one? Oh, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.